The first time I met Clara, her laugh was so carefree. It seemed to brighten every space she stepped into. We clicked in a way that didn't need much talking. Just shared glances, small touches, and whispered conversations that stretched into the early hours. So when she mentioned the girls' trip to Miami, I didn't think twice. She'd earned it. After months of grinding between work and responsibilities at home, she deserved a break. I encouraged her to go, to unwind and have fun. During the first couple of days, she sent me selfies, cocktails in hand, sunlight on her skin, and that same smile that always made my chest ache. But on the third day, something shifted. My messages stopped going through. Calls rang once, then straight to voicemail. I tried to stay calm, telling myself maybe her battery died or she lost service. But hours dragged by, then an entire day, and another. Finally, I borrowed a friend's phone just to see if hers was really off. That's when the reality hit me. She had blocked me on everything. I stared at the screen, stunned. Nothing made sense. There'd been no fight, no tension, no reason I could think of for this sudden shutdown. Slowly, panic crept in. I wasn't a jealous type, but being cut off like this, while she was out with her single friends in a city known for its wild nights, sent my thoughts spiraling. Was she okay? Was she in trouble? Or was something else going on? I called Lacey, Clara's best friend since their college days. I'd always liked Lacey. She was honest, dependable, and had always shown respect toward our relationship. She answered on the second ring, her voice carrying a mix of guilt and surprise. "That's what I was about to ask you," I said, trying to keep steady. Clara blocked me. "I just want to make sure she's all right." There was a brief silence. "She's fine," Lacey replied slowly. "She just needed a little space." "From what?" "We weren't fighting." "I can't really get into it," she said. "She asked us not to involve you." My chest felt tight. "Lacey, come on. I'm her husband. I at least deserve to know something." Another pause. "Okay," she said hesitantly. "I'll let her know you called. But that's all I can promise. Just ask her to send me one message. One word. Even, I don't care what it says." That night, I barely slept. I kept checking my phone, hoping for something, anything, but it stayed silent. The next morning, I saw a news story on Lacey's Instagram. A boomerang. The girls were dancing at a rooftop bar. Clara was in the corner, dancing with a guy. My stomach dropped. I watched the clip over and over. His hand was on her waist. She wasn't pushing him away. I sent Lacey another message. "Please let Clara know I saw the video. I just want the truth." She didn't reply. I spent the rest of the day lost in my thoughts. I wanted to scream. I wanted to catch the next flight. But more than anything, I needed answers. By that evening, I sent one final message. If she doesn't want to talk to me, fine. But I need to hear from her, not through silence. Eventually, Lacey wrote back. She says she's confused. She doesn't know what she wants. I stared at those words for what felt like forever. 3 years of marriage, planned for a family. And now she was confused. 2 days later, Clara unblocked me. One message came through. "We need to talk." I called her immediately. She picked up, but her tone was distant. "I didn't mean to hurt you," she started. "I just needed some time to sort things out." "Clara," who was the guy in the video? She let out a sigh. "Just someone we met. Nothing happened. I swear." "Then why did you block me?" "Because I didn't want to lie. I didn't want to explain myself every time we went out." "That's not how a marriage works," I said quietly. "You don't get to vanish and come back like nothing changed." "I know," she whispered. "That's why I'm still figuring things out." We didn't speak for another week. When she finally came home, the air between us was thick with tension. She stayed in the guest room. She avoided my eyes. She wasn't ready to talk, and I was too wounded to press. Eventually, I told her she had to decide commitment or freedom, not both. She cried. She said she hadn't expected to feel so distant from me, that, for just a moment, she got swept up in the thrill of feeling single again. But a moment was all it took to shatter trust. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. I just packed a bag and told her I needed some space of my own. It's been a month now. She still calls sometimes, sends the occasional text. But I haven't replied. Because sometimes silence speaks louder than any words. And maybe now, just maybe, she'll understand what it's like to be on the receiving end of a heart that's been blocked.